Greetings. Welcome back to the Weekly Awakening. My name is Tarak Uday with Awaken Within, and today we're going to go deeper into dreams and dream symbols, because the more you understand about your dreams, then the more you understand about yourself. And today we're going to go into television and movies, and what different things like television and movies, pictures, and all of that will represent within your dream. Because every dream is about you, the person dreaming. That's because every person, place, or thing within the dream is an aspect of your consciousness. That's why you can understand more about yourself through understanding your dreams. It is the greatest tool for self-awareness. With all other symbols in dreams, you have to look at the form and the function. The form is a television, and what is its function? Its function is to portray pictures, portray images to the viewer. And so how does the mind, correlate with that? How does the consciousness correlate with that? Well, your visualization, because the visualization is the collection of images that you portray to your consciousness and you imprint into your mind, and you reverberate out into the ethers around you. Now, what are these images? So to better understand what these images are and to better understand the correlation of what all this really means, we have to first start out with your thoughts. These are your thoughts, because a thought is an image. If I were to say, think of a car, you can tell me what color that car was. You probably tell me the make and model, because you saw an image within your mind. We think in images. Even if some people might say, well, I didn't see an image of a car. I only saw the word car. Okay, you saw a word car. You saw an image, but the image was a word. Your mind just works differently. That's all. And so you may have to take a little more time into actually creating different images more than just words. But that's okay. We're all at different places and different stages. But once you understand that your thoughts are images, then you'll really get down to a better understanding how our minds communicate, because our mind communicates in images. Your entire dream is a message from your subconscious mind, and the entire dream is within a language of images. And the more you understand those images, then the more you understand the communication. With the universal law of cause and effect, your thought is cause, and the manifestation of that thought is the effect. And so with our thoughts, we create our own reality. And so if a thought is just an image, then the images that you portray within your mind are what create your own reality. But we have to refine a little bit how we're understanding that, because a lot of times we might think, well, I think all the time, I don't want this, I don't want that. But the mind only speaks in images. It doesn't speak in words. So doesn't help. If I, cut off the sound and said, you're going to think that I want a remote, even though I'm saying, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I'm saying I don't want this, but the mind only communicates in images. So all it sees is, don't give me this. But it only sees that that's what you want. And so even though you may say, I don't want this, the mind only communicates in images. So you're going to attract that with you. That's why there's so much power in positive thinking versus negative thinking. A lot of people say, oh, positive thinking, that's hogwash. Well, then start thinking negatively all the time and tell me how that works out for you, and see how much you end up believing in it. See how much you even actually try it because you innately understand that it actually does work. And so, but that's why it works, because the mind only speaks in images. If you say to yourself, I don't want to be late, you're going to catch a bunch of red lights. If you say to yourself, I want to be on time, I want to be there, you catch a bunch of green lights. It's going to happen because it's the mechanics of the universal laws that apply to everyone, everywhere, all the time. So, feel free to prove me wrong. I don't mind. I always encourage people to not believe a word I say, but find ways to implement into their lives for themselves to know what is true or not. But I do know for a fact that our thoughts create our reality, and that it is universal. It doesn't just apply to me. It is universal. So then how do you ensure that what you really want to manifest is going to be what manifests? Well, you have to look at, 24/7, all of the thoughts that are being imprinted into your subconscious mind, because the duty of the subconscious mind is to fulfill the desires of the conscious mind. And so for the majority of us, our conscious thoughts of, I want to be rich, I want to have I want to be stress-free, I want everything to be at ease, I want to be happy, I want to enjoy life. Those conscious thoughts, we have to make sure that they are stronger and more powerful then the unconscious thoughts of doubt and worry and, oh my God, I don't have enough money. Oh my God, I can never get anything right. Oh my God, things don't ever go my way. Oh, just whatever, unconscious thoughts that you have and beliefs that you have, because a belief is just a thought you continue to think. So the stronger your belief, that just means that you're thinking those thoughts more and more and more. So if you're thinking a thought of, oh my God, I don't have enough money, 1,000,000 times a day, or even just, 100,000 or even just 1,000 times a day, but you're only thinking, I want to be wealthy, once or twice a day, if you write a little affirmation on your mirror and it says, I am abundant, I am prosperous. Okay, brush my teeth and move on with my day. You did that twice. Then you go to the store and you're like, oh no, I'm only here for this list of items because that's all that I can afford right now. That's all my budget affords me right now. Let me not look at any of these other items that I may want because I can't afford those. There's just 30 thoughts in 30 seconds that counteract your morning thought of I'm abundant, I'm prosperous. So you really, it's your mind is a lot like a garden. If I have a garden, if I walk up to a space and I want to create a garden, it's just going to be just grass and weeds wherever I pick. I first have to pluck out those weeds, because if I don't and I just stick a seed down in there, that seed's going to get no nutrients because the weeds are already strong and grown and the roots are already established. The space is filled already. And so that seed's not going to get any nutrients. It's not going to have any space to actually grow. So you have to create space for it to grow. You have to continue to give that seed your attention. If I just clear out weeds, put in the seed, walk away, it may sprout and grow, or the weeds may grow right back real quick, or nothing may happen to it. But if I go back every single day and any new weeds, continue to pull them out, continue to water it, continue to make sure it has sunlight, let me pick the branches off of this tree a little bit, prune them back a little bit so that the sunlight can come directly onto the spot where I've planted my seed. Let me really give it my attention and focus and care and energy to make sure that it manifests. Then that's more than just, let me say it twice. If you sit there and say, I am abundant, I am prosperous, 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 and turn it into a mantra within your mind, you say it 10,000 times within your mind, even if you don't believe it, even if it's like it sounds silly saying it, because it's how much you don't believe it. It doesn't matter, because like I said, a belief is just all you continue to think. So as you continue to think it 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 times a day, after a while, you will begin to believe it. And then through the universal law of manifestation, which is the universal law of believing and knowing, the more you believe it, then the more you will experience it. So then as you say that 5,000, 10,000 times a day, you'll be able to look around and see, okay, I am actually seeing that I am abundant. Oh my God, I just got a check for $26 in the mail from, whatever, overpayment somewhere. Wow. Okay, universe just sending me checks now. Okay, I'm starting to see this. So then that's going to strengthen my belief. I really am abundant. I really am prosperous. Oh, look, I actually, have a little bit more money than normal. Oh my God, I went to work and they just gave a 3% raise to everybody. It's like I'm starting to see things. So it's going to strengthen that belief. So then the quality of the thought, of that thought form of the belief, if I am abundant, I am prosperous, is going to be even stronger, more dense, more full of that mind substance. So it's going to be even more powerful. It's going to be taking up more space. Then weeds got to get out the way. And so a lot of all of this is really just explaining more of manifestation and how your thoughts are creating that visualization, visual images that you're portraying within your mind. So the whole mechanics of manifestation that I've just kind of briefly laid out real quick is going to be what is reflected through television and movies and pictures within your dream. So then you look at what is the context, what is the context of how that's showing up in your dream. Is the TV broken? Are you even watching it? Is it in the background? Are you making a movie in the dream? Are the pictures all crooked on the wall? Are they dusty? Is someone showing you a photo album? Is your grandmother showing you a photo album? Look at the parents and grandparents video to kind of understand what that would really mean, correlating those two symbols together. That your superconscious mind is providing you the images that you need in order to manifest that blueprint of what you're wanting to become. Is there a camera maybe in the dream, because that'll be the same, you know, as the movies. And are you using the camera? Are you what is it that you're filming? Is the camera broken? Are you fixing the camera? Did you break the camera? You know, what's going on? How are these symbols showing up? That'll give you more context and understanding in your own work with your own manifestation visualization within your mind, how you're using your mind and overcoming different obstacles, how to speed up that manifestation practice and ability, how to strengthen that. It'll really give you a lot of context when you look at the context of how that's showing up into your dream. So I hope this helps anybody with movies and TV and things showing up in their dreams and understanding that, because the more you understand about your dreams, then the more you understand about yourself. If you want to learn more about dream interpretation, how to interpret dreams directly, clearly, concisely for yourself and very accurately, or other people, then check out the Dream Masterclass. It's going to start May 9th, 2022. Even if you're watching this video after that, you can still check it out and watch the recordings from that masterclass. The link will be in the description here. And as always, I leave you in peace.